What's good today, guys? Big Red Cliffy back at it again. Today I have a tips and tricks video on best ways to push people and smart ways to counter a player that's pushing you. Now, these won't work in every situation and will always work better in 1v1 battles because you're only worried about one player's position compared to multiple guys in multiple angles. The best way to push in duos and squads is to have good communication with your team and to let them know you're flanking wide to get a good angle while your other teammates are holding it down in the head-to-head gunfights. But for now, let's get down to business and talk about smart ways to push a single player. If you believe you've shot your opponent multiple times, you need to check what kind of throwables you have, because throwables can make your situation 10 times easier than it should be, with an easy frag kill, or to mess up their ears with the frag explosion. This is big when pushing someone in a house, but you gotta make it quick, because that ring in their ears won't last too long. A frag can also make your opponent run out from behind their cover to then where you can have your AR or SMG ready to take them out. Now, if you have no throwables and want to rush towards your opponent, then sprint towards them using the zigzag technique. This will make it so you're hard to hit, and if they decide to peek you, be ready for them to peek. Flick to them and take some shots. If you're not comfortable stopping and taking shots at their small peek, then continue zigzagging towards them because they'll need to reload, and that's when it's your time to strike. If they do end up landing some shots, then make sure you plan your route of attack with some nearby cover. That way you could dip behind it and start from square one. Easily heal up and be ready for them to push. One major move I like to do when pushing towards someone is to use a zigzag technique, and right as I get to their cover, I push hard one way so that way my opponent swings away from me, and then I slide right back over to the other side to the way the opponent moved to, and I spray them down. They never expect a quick move like that. You could catch them off guard and land the first couple shots on them. Instead of dipping behind cover, I like to always commit to my push, even if they land a couple shots. My plan is always commit the push, finish with the elusive move, because I have the confidence that I could take the opponent out. Pushing someone is never an easy task, and it's very risky, but making sure you keep your opponent guessing with your moves and act like you're a really confident player will make your opponent panic that much more and not know what to do with the situation. So always do your best to keep them panicking and freaking out. This isn't going to work every time, and you're not going to win every battle. But think about all the times you've been pushed and you weren't sure exactly what to do. Did you panic? Did you freak out? The more you worry about the situation and don't have a plan on what to do, the less likely you'll win the fight. But if you're confident and believe you'll win the fight, more times than not, you will end up winning the fight. Now, on that note, let us slide over to tips and tricks on what to do when you are getting pushed by an opponent. If an opponent is pushing you because you're hurt, stay calm, try to get a heal off before they get to you. But if you can't, then try to let them come close to your cover and trick them with the same juke move I explained in the pushing tips segment. Just in this scenario, you're not running towards them. You'll be standing still and you slide to the right or left just as they're a couple feet away, and then juke back to the opposite side and spray them down. I prefer juking right and then coming back left because I'm more comfortable spraying when I'm moving to the left. None of this is easy and it will take practice, so don't be afraid to hit training mode up and get some hip firing down so you're comfortable with it. Go to some of the targets and just hit fire while strafing left or right, moving back or forward, and just aim at one of those target dummies. See how many shots you land. When moving, which way is comfortable when hip firing. Check all that out, get the practice in, it'll help big time. Hip firing is the key to success in most of these pushing battles, especially since most of the gunfights will be up close and personal. Up close and personal should always be a hip fire spray. One thing to keep in mind when pushing on people that you're pushing to is make sure you're prepared for that peak, not only on the left and right, but also on the top of the rock. Now, if they can't get on top of the rock from their side and you could get on it from your side, do your best when pushing someone to jump on that rock. I recommend that because opponents usually do not expect you to jump on the rock, but be prepared if you accidentally or prefer aiming down your sights up close and personal. Being on that rock may cancel it out, so be prepared for that. I do not recommend ADSing when jumping on a rock, so keep that in mind. But that's it for today's tips and tricks video, guys. If you have any questions about this video, here's my live stream schedule, so stop by and ask me any questions. But if you can't stop by, then hit the comment section below. Other than that, I hope this video helps you improve your battles. If it does in any way, please give this video a like. I'm shooting for 50 likes, so help me achieve that goal. Sub to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that bell for a little ring-a-ding-ding to get notified for when the next video of mine goes live. Catch you all in the next one. Peace. Oh my gosh!
Yeah!